Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am here with Tristan Truter, who's back in the gym. We haven't seen you in the ring for quite a while. What's been happening in your life?
So, I've been training the mind
Okay.
in some sort of way. Now I've been studying, getting those papers in order, things like that. So good to be back though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good to be back, and obviously, one thing that a lot of people had questions about, what weight division, if any, are you going to campaign still at super middleweights? What's the idea when you come back?
I still think the decision still needs to be made by my manager, Colin, and I think we're still doing strong super middleweight. Not much competition, but strong there. So we'll see what the future holds, what fights pop up, and what opportunities I can take.
Right, you have come back heavier than what you were previously, but you weren't training as hard. I'll take it that way. You were not putting in the work in the gym. To lose the weight now, I think it'll be easy enough.
Yeah, no, it's easy because most of the fighting's done before the fight. It's with the weigh-in, with your pulling of the weight. So it's something every boxer goes through. So it's nothing new. You can pull it, you can get it down, and then climb back into the ring.
I'm sure you knew at some point you were going to come back to the gym. Obviously, you needed to, sort out your studies, and you need to go through that. Which I'm sure you're still doing that at the moment.
Yes. Yeah, no, 100%. I just needed to make sure that I understand what I'm doing and what I'm getting myself into. So just glad to be at this opportunity that I can still box, still pursue my career in boxing, and just happy to be here.
Yeah, a lot's changed of your boxing career, and obviously, different promotions, and now obviously working with Boxing 5, which is another blessing that's come to the gym. And what's your takes on the operations that's happening there?
So no, I love Uncle Larry. I love what he's doing. I love what he's doing for the boxers. I like the opportunities he's giving them, especially with Duma. Just another nice fight that we had, but at least we've got him back. He's back in South Africa, and I'm glad. And just a shout out to Uncle Larry for Boxing 5, for Colin, for giving all of these boxers so much opportunities.
Yeah, and obviously, you're also one of those guys that's going to be involved in the project. You've seen many of the other boxers benefit, including your brother as well, who's on a roll at the moment. He's looking phenomenal. Any word on him? How have you viewed his career to this point?
So I'm just sad that he didn't win a Prospect of the Year. I'm very sad about that because I believe, he's been on a roll, he's been kicking ass. And it's just sad that he didn't get Prospect of the Year. Not because of who he is, it's because of what he's done. He's been looking very good, every fight improving, looking better. So hopefully he also gets more fights and things, so yeah.
I must say to Caden's credit as well. I can't really see any rounds that he's lost as a professional thus far. He's sort of been on autopilot, getting through his opponents. Of course, he's going to have to step up in the coming years, but he looks set for great things.
Yeah, no, look, there's very few boxers that can beat him. I think the only boxers in Africa is maybe the champions that can give him a fight, but that's about it. Just give him a few months to hone his skills and sharpen his blades, and I think he'll take out his whole division and then go international. I think the international stage is where he should be. Something I'm working towards, but all of us.
All in good time, because I was about to ask you as well, what's your plans? Do you plan on getting a few fights before, maybe even just one fight before the end of the year? Are you going to come back next year? What's in the plan for Tristan?
Look, I want to build my career as fast as possible. Because we only get older, we don't get younger.
Yeah.
But I feel I'm climbing into my prime, and I need to get working and getting as much fights as I need to. And I need to break the international border. I need to get overseas. I need to promote Africa. Yeah.
And of course, Amanda was calling you out in the past. Actually, I'm sure he comes to the gym now as far as Asamakle Velum. He's also, I think, comes between sparring.
I've been calling out.
Yes. Is that still going to happen because you guys are kind of in the same gym now?
I think we're sort of in the same, how can you call it, managerial.
Yes.
Under the same umbrella. Look, I think we can both build ourselves, and if it really comes to a title, like an IBF African title or something like that, maybe. But I think because we've done it so many times, especially with that Fort War, I think we've destroyed so many careers by pushing good fights with young boxers. And he is a young boxer, he's climbing the ranks, he's doing what he needs to do, and it's good. And I think he needs to carry on, because we're both under the same manager.
Yeah.
So we both probably going to go to international. So I don't think that's in the cards at the moment. Maybe in the future, but we'll see what happens.
And for you next, are you looking at another South African opponent? And if so, who would that be?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I think that's up to my manager and what he gets and what we can decide on to do and move forward if it pulls me back or pushes me forward. So I think there's a lot of decision making still to come, and just happy. Just glad to be here.
I know there was talks when you were having your last fight that perhaps there was going to be a move to middleweight. I know there was a discussion, but now that you've taken off like a layoff, so to speak, I think maybe super middleweight you'll have to come back at and reassess where you are. But I mean, you are getting closer to your goals. You've been on a good winning streak since what is it, the 4 at War?
Yeah, since the 4 at War. But I beat myself down because of the last fight, but I need to take into consideration that I only took that fight in 2 weeks. And he was a champion, so it wasn't an easy fight to take, but I took it and I still got out of there with the win. Didn't look too great. I think everyone that watched that fight was disappointed in me, including myself, because I know where I can be and my skills. But from there, from that fight, I'm a totally different person.
Yeah, well, we obviously see mental maturity, physical maturity in boxers, and sometimes the layoff does help just to reassess your goals. So coming back now, just to get a solid performance would probably be your goal, right?
Just to be able to show my skills that I actually have. Because I feel the last 2 fights I couldn't show my skills. I couldn't show people how good I actually am. I think it was, like you said, mental immaturity. A lot to learn, a lot to grow from, just moving forward from now on.
I mean, when you watch boxers in the gym that you've trained with, they're getting fights and they're getting in the ring and you watch them, I mean, from the outside, were you getting hungry to get back in the ring, or were you happy, just to sit it out for that period and, wait for your turn?
Look, I think I was happy to sit back and assess what I need to do, because I feel if you rush things, you're going to make mistakes. And I was blessed with the opportunity to step back and assess what I need to do and grow from there. And no, just happy for all of the guys that fight. I'm always happy for someone if they achieve something.
Yeah.
And Colin, all of the boxers have been achieving some great things, especially Colin. He's a brilliant coach and manager overall. Yeah,
I mean, I can't fight you on that one. He is a really good trainer, a really good manager. He does it all, and obviously the whole gym, got a big stable to go after, so a lot of stress, I'm sure, comes along with that. And have you been giving him any headaches, saying, "Listen, I got to get a fight before the end of the year"? Have you put that pressure on him yet?
I haven't put that pressure on him yet because, like I've said, I've been assessing things, training the mind, growing myself, becoming better in places I never thought I should be,
right,
or that you could improve at. And I feel it's going to change the game, boxing. Colin's gym, the whole stable, we are going to take South African boxing to the States, to wherever boxing needs. Because I feel that in South Africa the boxing is going backwards very quickly, and I'm very glad that we've got someone in boxing like Colin that's helping it. And Larry now, Uncle Larry, they're doing such wonderful things with all of the boxers and just improving it.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned that as there's just so much lack of opportunity and lack of tournaments from South African boxing promoters. It's actually very difficult to see yourself outside of your position, because it's a struggle out there.
That's a struggle. There's no for boxers, professional boxers. There's no income anymore for them. So the quality and the lack of boxers are dwindling very quickly because there's no stable income for them. They can't look after themselves. They can't not stress about things and improve. So they constantly have to stress and worry about eating, where they sleep, what they've got for the next month.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's killing our boxing in South Africa.
Yeah, it's like you have to work multiple hours and then still put in a shift up until a point, and that's if you even make it in the sport. I mean, that's also a consideration. I mean, it's difficult. There's not everyone will be a world champion. We've got to also like realize, like, I mean, the focus.
Yeah.
Where are we going to focus? Are you going to focus on your work life? Are you going to focus on the boxing? I mean, for you, you seem to have a good balance though.
I'm blessed to be able to have that balance, yes. No, but that's a lot to do with my girl. She's been helping me a lot with everything. I feel any great guy or man that's achieving great things has got a wonderful woman behind him. And I understood that a few years ago. Because it really does. It takes a lot to become great. And it doesn't, it's not just one person. It's a couple of us that work together to become great. Like the stable here at college, we've got Shannon, we've got Colin, we've got Larry, we've got everyone helping each other, pushing each other forward. Because at the end of the day, yeah, we're all opponents, but we need to improve. South Africa as a quality, sport. Because if you look at American boxing and South African boxing, there's two different things.
Yeah.
Professionally wise, it's not the same caliber. Then we've got, I think we would have had a lot more champions, world champions, if we understood that level of performance that we needed to take there. Because they're born in that performance, or
it's an environment.
Yeah, that environment that they got there. And South Africa's got much more talented fighters and boxers, yeah, than in the world. But we don't have the exposure that the rest of the world does. So yeah, I'm glad that I've got Colin that can get me that exposure. So I just need to put my head down, work, and do what I need to do.
I couldn't agree with you more, Tristan, on all those facts that you just mentioned. Obviously, there are a lot of things that do need to change, and at all levels of South African boxing needs to change effective immediately. Tristan, I'll let you go now. Do you want to say any last words, any thank yous, any shout outs?
I would just like to say thank you very much to my sponsor that's helping me with my boxing career and with my studies at least, to Chris van Asbeken, African Laser Solutions. They've been tremendous in everything that they've done for me, and obviously my girl and her family. Thank you.